I want the arm over here. I want it right here in the center. All right. I'm going to pull down on his shoulder to control his what? Posture, okay? Foot's going to come on the hip. Remember, I got to maintain a good knee squeeze. All right. So I'm going to maintain this strong leg curl. All right. And I'm going to crawl my foot up as far up his back as I can. I'm going to cut the angle for the arm bar, and if I have to, I'll push off the hip. Boom. Come to here. All right. Steven knows he's being threatened with arm bar now, so he's going to defend. Good. A lot of times people will put that knee just like that, and they'll stay tight. This way I can't press up to get the arm bar. All right. Now what's going to happen? Steven's going to use short, jerky motions to get his arm out. When that happens, I'm going to grab his wrist or his elbow. I'm sorry, his elbow, and just pull it to my head this way. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to push up with my hips and turn my feet towards the door. This way, okay? That wrist, as long as I stay tight, that wrist is going to stay right here. But what I want to do is do a crunch. And immediately, I want to take my arm and place it over his back. This way it stops Steven from rolling. Because if I don't do that, Steven's just going to roll out. Okay? And I'll have to do something else. Okay? So, stop him from rolling. So if Steven goes to roll, go ahead. See, I stop him. All right, now what I'm going to do. Maintain this, make sure this wrist stays nice and tight. Okay, I'm going to grab his hip and I'm going to pull him flat. All right, now I bring my feet in. All right, there's different ways to finish the Omaplata, guys. We're going to focus on one today. I'm going to imagine that I'm trying to get to my hands and knees, okay, and then I'm going to roll to my other hip. So right now I'm on my right hip. I want to get to my left hip. I'm going to do that simply by rolling to my knees and then rolling to my left hip. So it's going to look like this. Alright, so once again, come back up. Alright, control the posture. Remember, I don't want that arm over here. I do a different technique if I get it that far. Right in the center. Control that bicep. Grab, control his posture with my shoulder, on my hand on his shoulder. Push away with my forearm. This foot comes up in the hip to push off of it. This leg comes up with a strong leg curl. Nice and tight. I'm still squeezing my knees together. I'm going to push off the head and turn. All right, Steven's going to defend the arm bar. All right, he's going to use short jerky motions to get his arm out. Once he does that, I'm going to grab the elbow, pull it to me, and then push up with my hips and turn my feet to his head. Back, Steven. Guys, it's important that I do this motion. I don't just try to touch my feet to the floor. If I do that, Steven's going to be able to posture. But if I do this, that's going to stop him. Does that make sense to everybody? All right. And then all I do is pull my hips in. All right. Stay nice and tight. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to roll up onto my knees and try to touch my left hip to the mat. You guys think you got it? I know you do. You guys did your last class. All right. From here, remember, don't want to bring that arm all the way over. You keep it right in the center of the chest. All right. Maintain that your hand on the back of his tricep. Reach up with this other hand. You're going to pull down on the shoulder to control his posture. Put foot in his hip. Squeeze that knee. Bring this foot up. And maintain that strong leg curl over his back. Alright? You want this foot up as high on his back as it can get. You want to squeeze your knees together. When you go to turn for the arm bar, sometimes you have to push off the head. You might have to, okay? If you don't, you don't. Boom, come around. Steven's going to defend by, go ahead. Alright, now as he pulls his hand out, I'm going to go for Omaplata just like we've been doing. Okay, I'm going to pull and shoot. Now, once I get to right about here, alright, Steven's still up. Okay, I couldn't kill his posture. Alright, that's okay. I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to shoot it underneath to right here. Alright, I couldn't kill his posture, so his wrist is still stuck here, so I'm going to shoot this underneath, grab right here, okay, vice grip, and I'm just going to pull everything tight.
What is that?
It hurts. It hurts. Alright? It hurts. It's a choke, alright? It's a choke, but it's pulling all this in tight. I'm choking with this side right here, carotid, okay? And see his shoulder is gonna dig into his neck on the other side. All right, so I pull everything, I'm doing this motion, guys. Everything in tight. Show it again. One more time and then I'll let CNC. All right, so.
It's pretty much like a darce, but you're not locking into it.
Yeah, I'm just doing the vice grip, okay? And you can transition to darce, I'm gonna show that too, all right? So, you come here, everything stays the same that we've been doing, okay? Push off the head, go for armbar. Steven defends, comes underneath, pulls his arm out, all right? I go to Omaplata, but this time, Steven's able to keep his base, okay? So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sneak this hand underneath to here, okay? Now, I'm gonna pull everything in tight. Does that make sense? Okay? Everything in nice and tight.
Does it hurt that much?
No, it hurts. Alright, so, Drew, come here. Alright, I go for the arm bar. Drew defends. Alright, he brings his hand. No, hold on. Remember, if he just does this, I'm gonna crank his elbow. You've got to take his hand, go underneath the head. There you go. Pull it up. Okay, now I'm gonna pull on his elbow, hit my hips up. All right. Now I didn't kill his posture, and I'm having problems killing it this way. All right. So I'm gonna just move my hips out just a little bit, shoot my hand underneath, get vice grip. Okay. Now all I'm gonna do is pull everything in tight. That's it. Okay, right here. Nice and tight. Does that make sense to everybody? Everybody think they got it?
Yeah.
All right. Pair up. Everything stays the same, guys. We're going to go to the same position. Come to the arm bar. He defends. All right, pulls out. Okay. Now, make sure that as I go, okay, as I'm pulling this across, I shoot. All right. Now sometimes when I come underneath for this position, sometimes I just can't get the choke from here, okay? So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna maintain this nice and tight. I'm gonna reach up and create some space. Just by doing this, most of the time when I do this, he's gonna pull his hand out by himself, but if he doesn't, I'm gonna help him. Let's say I couldn't kill his posture, I've gone for the choke, I can't get it. All right, I'm gonna come here and he's gonna pull his hand out on his own, all right? As he does that, I'm gonna go right back and I'm gonna kill his arm as I come underneath. To here, all right, right to here. Go for the darce, all right. For the darce, remember I want to come underneath it. I want to trap his arm, all right. So once I've killed the posture, I've got the vice grip. I'm gonna slide up, think tricep, not bicep. Come to the lat, okay. Right back here. Remember, the only way Steven can defend this is if he brings his arm across my body. So I don't want that. So I'm gonna come here, all right, and I'm just gonna oop it into it. Right here, squeeze everything tight. If I come to here, I can't get it, help his arm out, he starts to go. If I come to here, keeping it nice and tight, and I still can't get it, remember legs on the table principle, okay? Legs on the table says that right now I've killed a leg on the table, so all I have to do is roll. Look towards his feet, take a deep breath, squeeze. Key about darts, guys, think tricep, not bicep. Yeah.
Could you roll from
Vice grip?
Yeah.
Sometimes their head's gonna pop out.
So there.
You can roll from vice grip, but you just got to worry about their head popping out. Good question. These guys have already drilled it, so try it a couple times. Omaplata, guys. We're going for the omaplata choke. So we're coming here, okay? Now, when I go to reach underneath, Steven's going to roll, all right? So Steven's going to roll. As Steven rolls, all right, all I'm going to do is shoot my hand underneath. Now look where this hand is. Come over on this side, over here. His hand is underneath the head. You guys see what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now I'm going to lock up my grip and I'm going to turn sideways. Come down, flatten out, and I'm going to walk my hips away, squeeze. North-south choke. All right. So one more time from Omaplata. Okay, so boom, I go to Omaplata. All right. So let's say I'm defending here. I'm trying, but I can't get him down. I can't get him down. So I shoot this hand underneath, and I come to here, and I can't finish. Right? And then Steven rolls. As he rolls, look what I'm doing with my hand. I'm already shooting it underneath. Nice and tight. Okay? Now, see how I'm turning my body sideways? My body's sideways right now. Okay, that's going to let my lat get down in between my bicep. In between his neck and my lat. Right here. Now, as I back up, I'm going to push away. I'm going to lock up my hands. As I back out, I'm flattening my hips to the mat. All right, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze. So I'm doing this. I'm backing out, and I'm squeezing. So I'm choking with my lat and my arms. Does that make sense? All right. Click. Okay. So Steven, I'm right in here. You got this. Watch it. Okay, rolls. All right. See how I'm staying tight? All right. Now, I'm already in perfect choke position. Okay. All I'm going to do is I'm going to turn sideways, and I'm going to start to flatten out, guys. Nice and tight. All right. Once my hips are flat, this is a choke you can do arm in or arm out. That makes sense? Alright? Arm in or arm out. I prefer arm out, but either way it works. So let's you three pair up and drill it, alright, between you guys so I can watch. What happens when you go for Omaplata and you don't hit the back right away? So, let's go here. Let's do this. Alright, come here. I go for armbar. Boom. I go for Steven defends. I go for Omaplata, right? And as I'm going for Omaplata, what does Steven do? He rolls. So as he rolls, I reach underneath his head. That makes sense? And then nothing changes. It's the same technique. All right? I turn sideways, flatten out, walk my hips away. Nothing changes. But it was the setup this time. Instead of going for the choke first and he rolled, I'm timing his roll and just reaching underneath his head. So I want to always try to control his roll by reaching over his back, but if I'm not, I reach underneath his head. So one more time. Alright. Nice and tight. I go for armbar, Steven defends. He's like, I don't think so, Michael. Come here. Steven rolls. Go ahead. I'm timing his rolls. So as he rolls, boom, I reach underneath. And I stay tight. Because Steven's going to start doing some crazy stuff. So I stay tight, turn sideways. My choke starts getting set up right now. Alright? Right now. I back up. Does that make sense? So I'm timing that roll. Alright, try that a couple